Just one.
Well, that's standard operating procedures does not start until we have confirmation in the comments anyway.
That people are here.
So I just hit Premium Slack. I'm going to send my tweet, my invitation to come pregame Monday Night Football with us.
Saints and Chargers.
Go Chargers, go.
You're rooting for the Chargers.
Yes.
Why?
Just because. +7, man.
Did you take that bet?
Maybe.
No, you didn't.
Maybe.
No, you didn't.
A gentleman never kisses and tells. How's
yes,
that?
you do. Yes, you do.
No.
We talk about our bets. You've never kept this information from me.
No, you don't know the bets I haven't made?
I feel like
Hi, Andrew. Hi, Nathan.
No, you would talk about it if you were doing well.
I didn't take the bet, but I do like that line for San Diego. Jeez.
In LA?
Yeah.
Or no, New Orleans, excuse me.
It doesn't matter.
It does. There's travel involved. We're all just counting down till Tuesday Night Football anyway. So little maction for you.
That's true. It's very, and we have college starting on Wednesday this week.
Yeah. So remember,
we literally don't have a.
People don't know this is your damn fault. You're the one that last Thursday said, "Hey, we've got football every day until next Monday," and then through next Monday, and I'm like, well, and then there's a game on Wednesday,
it's Tuesday, and now we got college game on Wednesday. So we're gonna have legit 11 days of consecutive live football being played on television screens across the country.
Sort of the way it ought to be, except for I hate the circumstances around Tuesday, but it is what it is.
Well,
all right.
You'll be all right.
You ready? I'll be all right if the Bills win. If they don't, then I'll also be all right. So, all right, here we go. Shall we?
Yeah, go ahead.
What's better than this? Guys being dudes here on the Draft Dudes podcast, presented by Locked On. It's Joe Marino and Kyle Krabs from the Draft Network, and we are your hosts on this live episode of Takes on Takes, live on a Monday night in your podcast feed on a Tuesday. Today's episode is brought to you by Visa. Help support your local businesses, whether they're your corner stores, coffee spots, or favorite shops. Local businesses have always been on your team supporting you and your community, but right now, more than ever, local businesses need our support, so let's be there for them. The next time you go shopping, make the choice to shop at a local business and look for the contactless symbol and tap to pay with a contactless Visa to help support your community, because where and how you shop matters. Visa, everywhere you want to be, official partner of the NFL. Kyle, good evening.
Hello. I was ready for our League of Football Watchers Pepsi
Visa,
plug, but
Visa, our friends Visa today, paid the bills for us.
Friends of Visa came through with the plug. Did you see this take from Brian Wharton in the comments already?
Bowling is more of a sport. So, all right, want to start there? Brian Wharton says bowling is more of a sport than WWE. There's more athleticism required to do the things WWE actors do.
Correct. But in the true nature of sport, is this an incorrect take?
How do you define sport?
Wrestlers are more of a physical performing art in which the end outcome is established before the wrestlers walk out the curtain and go down to the ring.
Yeah.
So in the true nature of sport, I think this is a correct take.
Yeah, because there's no competition. There's no competition.
Correct.
Be like saying watching a sitcom, those guys, those are athletes in the Jerry Seinfeld. No,
don't throw any shade at.
I'm not. I love Seinfeld. I love it. But I think this is a good take.
Best sitcom of all time?
The Office.
No, Seinfeld is better than The Office.
Well, that's because you don't like The Office.
Okay, so people in the comments, please establish whether you think The Office or Seinfeld. This isn't going to go well because all of our viewers are like
good, smart people that enjoy good comedy.
Gen Zs aren't going to appreciate.
Great. I'm not going to cast any shade at
you
Seinfeld.
Just did. You said The Office is better.
It is. That's
Zach Dietz, a dude after my heart. Holy yikes! An awful take.
On what?
On what? Is the GOAT. Seinfeld is goated.
I've got bowling, wrestling, Seinfeld, and The Office to start off our football time.
Do you want to do a little football?
I do, yeah.
How about Dietz, since he backed me in the chat? Bill O'Brien will be a top 7 offensive coordinator in the league Presumably right now is what he's asserting.
All the way out. He's because everyone's anticipating that Brian Dable's gone for the Bills. So I've already kind of got that question. Oh, would Bill O'Brien be a good candidate for the next Bills offensive coordinator? And then I found out that he's the most consistent runner of the ball on 1st and 10 in the NFL, and I am all the way out on that. Can't have
Absolutely not.
Cannot have it. His offense is so let's look at his offense.
His play design is fine.
13, 15, 20, 29, 19, 17. He's never been above average. He's been above average twice. 13 and 15. Nah, he can go somewhere else.
Were you telling him to kick rocks?
Yeah, Bill O'Brien can kick rocks. And he's like a funky personality. Like, I don't want that guy around my team. I don't.
He's kind of like pass happy Doug Marrone.
Except for on 1st down.
Right. Cajun Flame asserts that there will be more tight ends drafted in the 2021 first round than there will be edge rushers.
This might be my favorite take that we've received in a long time.
This season.
So Pitts and Freiermuth are going in the first round, right?
Maybe Brevin Jordan.
So there's 3.
2.5. We'd set the over under 2.5.
Yeah. Edge rushers, Greg Rousseau.
Yeah.
Pay. Come on. He's so athletic.
I understand. Yeah, probably. I would rather have Aiden Hutchinson than Kaywoody Pay. But
predictively, though. This is predictive.
I understand that.
Who else?
I mean, we're sitting here talking about like Quincy Roche.
Little lean, man. He's 235.
Joseph Asai's playing really well for Texas.
Jason Oweh, he's going to play. He's going to test off the charts.
Yeah, I don't know, though. First round, like.
All we got to do is get 3. This is going to be close. I'll take the edge rushers just because of positional value.
I might take a push here.
You think it'll be the same amount?
Be close.
Okay.
I think Pay has a chance to play himself in the top 20 consideration if he plays really well this year. And then it's like, okay, is like Baltimore going to take like Aiden Hutchinson?
I'll say 2 tight ends and 3 edge rushers.
Okay. Fair enough.
It's a good take. That was fun.
Here's one from Andrew. A Tuesday game is more preferable / better than a Thursday game. I think I agree with this take.
I have fixed Thursday night football 1,000 times. It's this simple. You're only eligible for Thursday night football if you're coming off of a bye. So you have Thursday night.
How do you
don't? You don't have it. You have it weeks 1 and then 5 through 17. And you can only play on Thursday night football if you're coming off of a bye. And then guess what? You get another mini bye after Thursday night football. Why is this hard?
Here's a hot take. If you want more primetime games, play a doubleheader on freaking Monday.
Yeah, we love it. We're getting to 5 and an 8-15 next week. Bills, Chiefs, and then Cowboys, Cardinals.
Bills, Chiefs will be done by kick on the second.
Right.
And if it's not, they'd be smart to just push kick and
right. Like everyone's going to watch. If that's a close game, people are going to watch the rest of that. So yeah, doubleheaders on Mondays. Do that in addition to the Thursday thing.
But you didn't answer the question.
So
was it more preferable to play a game on a Tuesday at the very end of a week than on a Thursday?
I'll let you know after tomorrow.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
It's more time.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Is it the
simple math tells me you get an extra day.
So you actually get more time
when you play on a Tuesday. You have more time.
The big difference though is on the back
game. Right, but I'm saying if you play on a Tuesday and then you turn around and you play on the following Monday or Sunday, you get more time in between your game and like your tight window than what the tight window is between a Sunday game and a Thursday game.
Here's
an extra day.
Yeah, but in normal circumstances, both of those teams on Thursday night are having the same amount of a short week. If you're coming off of Tuesday and you're playing a team that played on Sunday, that's a weird discrepancy. So have Tuesday night football too, but you're only eligible for Tuesday if your next game's on a Monday.
Too
I'll
many
take all the football I can
stipulations.
get, man.
Too many stipulations. I ain't gonna do it.
Well, those are easy to follow.
Oh, Braden.
Braden says, despite his resume, the Falcons should replace Matt Ryan in the 2020 draft. Should. He said should.
He means 2021, of course.
Yeah.
But we started talking about this as a group, Joe. This might not be a bad idea. Because we went through a Monday show and we said, okay, let's look at the Falcons' schedule. How many wins can you find for the Falcons?
We found like 4, right?
We found 5 tops. 5 tops means you're probably picking top 6. If you're picking top 6, Matt Ryan's 35. He'll be 36, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
This will be his 3rd consecutive season with 600-plus pass attempts. He's not a new age quarterback. I don't think this is a bad take. I don't.
Yeah. If you have a chance, I mean, you should do it. Because if
Would
you're
do
Atlanta,
it for Trey Lance. Would you do it for Trey Lance?
Yeah. It's for sure. Because
you would still bet on Trey Lance as QB3, and you're picking him at 6. I'm totally down with Fields, and I'm totally down with Lawrence.
Yeah, because I think it plays into the situation that Atlanta's in with Matt Ryan, who, I mean, they could just stick with him. They can just do the Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love plan. I'm fine with that. Don't rush him in. The expectations will be none for the first season or so.
Very different styles of play.
Okay. So was Alex Smith and Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, but Alex was still like movable. Still had legs on him and could move and run.
But he's not the improv specialist that Mahomes is.
No. But he also, ironically enough, like found a killer instinct to push the ball down the field a year before they drafted Mahomes.
Yeah. So are you saying you're out on this idea? Because I'm in.
I'm in for Fields and I'm in for Lawrence. I think twice. New GM, new head coach. You're going to hitch your wagon to this dude. I just got a little apprehension there. That's all.
Well, you got to get to know him. You got to meet him, right? See if he's wired the right way. And if you feel comfortable with that, right, then sure.
I mean, if you're picking top 3, I think this is slam dunk. But if you're picking 6 or 7 and Lance is going to be the best quarterback on the board, I'm still, I got to feel him out in the draft process.
All right.
Liam, Justin Herbert will go off and win Offensive Rookie of the Year. So presumably beating out Joe Burrow and others. These crazy wide receivers. CeeDee Lamb's like 5th in the NFL in receiving yards.
He's been unbelievable. Jefferson's been good. Ruggs has been good.
Chase Edwards-Helaire is going to be unstoppable from here on out.
You have to think that a okay quarterback's going to win no matter what, right?
It happened last year.
Right. So, I mean, those receivers would have to have like double-digit touchdowns, 90 receptions, like 13. Like they'd really have to be special. So it really comes down to Herbert or Burrow.
No Tua.
We're not going to see Tua for a while. The Dolphins are going to win some games here. They're going to be in it.
No,
they're going to be in it. So, yeah, it's a reasonable take. Sure, I'm behind it.
Do you think he takes it over Burrow? I think he's got a better chance of team success than Joe Burrow, and I think Joe Burrow's got a better chance of getting hurt because his offensive line is not good.
Sacked 7 times yesterday. I think that's the hard part about. Here's the problem with Burrow, man. He's got to play 4 games against the Steelers and Ravens.
Right. And the first one didn't go well.
Right. So he's got 3 more coming, man.
Yeah.
You know, like,
and that's 1/5 of his remaining schedule. That's 20% of his remaining schedule is those 2 teams. It's tough. It's tough. Halil's Real Football Talk's got a great
What's up, dude? Yep.
Take. Both Julio Jones and AJ Green are traded before the deadline.
Woo!
Here's my deal. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Who in the hell is trading for AJ Green?
The Bengals were like all about keeping him, right?
Yeah, because they don't trade their toys away. Never mind the fact that they're not going to play with him. They're just going to leave him in the corner of the toy box to sit there by himself. But
you saw the interception, right?
You could have, yes, it was terrible effort. But you could have taken this thing to the antique store and you could have sold it and got a really nice return on investment for that toy. And instead, Cincinnati, like a snotty little kid, said, no, he's mine. Nobody else can have him. I don't want to give him away. But then you got the brand new Buzz Lightyear that you can't help but play with, and Woody's sitting in the corner with his thumb up his ass. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing with AJ Green.
Did you just come up with that? Have you used that in the past?
No,
or
that's just
what in the world? That was
Toy Story analogy.
It was really good.
But it makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, I got it.
Exactly what happened.
It's clicking. You're speaking my language, you know?
So my question now is AJ Green's on the franchise tag, which means you got to pay him how much every game?
$16 million a season. Right?
Okay,
Isn't
so
that what he's getting?
You got to pay him $1 million a game for a dude that's washed.
So is he getting traded? Is anybody going to trade for this guy?
That's my point. Who the hell is going to trade him to pay him that kind of money?
Million.
Okay, so yeah, $1.1 million a year. A game. $1.1 million a game for a guy who's in a contract year and physically looks like he is not the same player that he's been.
Does he wake up if he's on some other team?
Maybe, but like, who's trading for that? What are you going to get?
I don't know.
If I'm an opposing GM, I'll be like, I'll give you a conditional 7. Like, I'm not
just
giving you anything
pay for him.
Right. I'm not giving you anything of value for a guy that I'm, especially with the cap reduction.
So, okay, we don't think AJ Green gets traded, so we're out there. But do you want to deal with this Julio? He's got.
Go ahead, try and beat a Toy Story analogy.
No, I'm not even. No, that was. Julio's unbelievable. He's just not healthy right now.
Correct.
I mean, he's been unbelievably consistent. He signed through 2023. You can't get out of his deal. You can't get out of his deal until after 2022. So and he's 31. I mean, why can't he play for 3 more years at a high level?
He's such a physical freak, and he's shown no signs of slowing down other than the fact that he's just banged up.
If you're resetting, I mean,
yeah, I would trade for Julio.
So
what do you give for Julio?
We're out on the take because we don't think AJ Green gets moved, but we think it's more likely that Julio gets traded than
yes.
we think there's
and
a chance.
You have multiple years of control of Julio Jones versus AJ Green in a franchise tag situation.
The Packers should trade for him. The Packers should do it.
Oh my God, yeah, let's go. They've already played that game. There's no harm, no foul, right?
Yeah, just give him to the Packers.
He's the perfect Packers receiver too.
Should you give up a 1 for him? Would you give up a first-round pick for the Packers?
Oh.
I'd be like, no, because DeAndre Hopkins went for a 2. So no, we're not doing that.
Right. That's where you get in this weird pissing contest when you're on the phone.
Diggs was like a 1, a 4, and a 6.
Who's going to do the deal? They just fired their GM.
I don't know. That's
the bad part about firing a GM in season. You've now got an opportunity to kind of strip down and reset the deck, and whoever's making these personnel decisions for you is not going to be the guy who pulls the trigger and executes the vision.
But if you're Arthur Blank, you issue that mandate. Right? You say, hey.
That's so tough, though.
Good talk. Halil bringing a good item to the table.
We just burned the podcast to the ground.
Yeah. Now we're not going to sleep tonight thinking about this. We'll wind up bringing it up on the podcast all week. You know, this is how this stuff goes.
Ace Hoops. There's a better chance the NFC East winner has 6 wins than 9 wins.
Have we ever had a 6-win division winner?
No.
It's 7. I know the Panthers won it at 7-8-1.
Correct.
And they won a playoff game.
Seattle went at 7-9 one year too.
6.
And won a playoff game.
6.
I just did this with Dallas. Hold on.
That would be so sad. Because there's going to be a wild card team that's better than 6-10 that doesn't make the playoffs.
Probably in the NFC, yeah.
Sure.
So Dallas right now is 2-3. They're in first place in the NFC East.
Yep.
Okay. I said the ceiling is definitely lower with Dalton versus Dak. But I think the floor is still fairly high. Right? They're going to have to transition their style of play into a little bit more clock control, slow the game down, limit defensive possession. The defense isn't going to get better. The defense is terrible.
We agree that the Cowboys are the favorites to win the East. Is that where we're at?
I think so.
I think so too. Okay, so we think they are going to win the East.
Yeah. So they're 2-3 right now. Here's their schedule.
I've got it up as well. So
okay, so Arizona Monday Night Football.
Got a chance. It's at home.
They got a chance. It's at home. Arizona's been scattershot to start the year. Nobody's covering Nuke. So that's where, like, you got to run the ball. But this is a team you can run the ball against. And Arizona just lost Chandler Jones. And I'll say this about Andy Dalton, too. Andy Dalton has been willing to let a guy, A.J. Green, go up and make plays on the ball.
Yeah.
He's never had a receiving cast like he's got here in Dallas.
Right. He'll be productive. He's a competent quarterback. He's not a little clown. So
I don't think the late game situations that Dallas has been so keen to just pin on Dak for not going Dallas's way, like, those aren't going to be as frequent because the ball's not going to bounce their way, and their Dak isn't going to be there to make those plays for them to get them into those positions. So I think they'll lose more games outright. But, like, we're putting the cart ahead of the horse. They got a chance to win the Arizona game.
Yeah.
Then they play at Washington.
Dub.
At Philadelphia.
Got a chance.
They got a chance. Pittsburgh. L.
No.
Okay, so one guaranteed loss on the schedule. Then they have the bye. Then they're at Minnesota.
Got a chance.
Washington again.
Got a chance.
Baltimore.
No.
2 losses. Cincinnati.
Got a real chance.
Got a chance.
Oh, Dalton against the Bengals.
Revenge game. Can't miss TV.
He's winning that.
San Francisco.
Got a chance.
Philadelphia.
Got a chance.
The Giants.
Got a chance.
Okay, so, like, we're putting him at 5 wins for sure. If they bat 500 with the remaining games, that would put him at, right now they got 2, 5, 6, 7.
They can't go
9 games. They can win 5 or 4. If they win 4, if they go 5 and 6 with the 2 guaranteed losses to Pittsburgh and Baltimore, that puts them at 7 and 9.
That's closer to 6 than it is 9.
I think 8 and 8.
That's closer to 9 than it is 6.
I think Dallas goes 8 and 8.
And wins the NFC East.
I do. Yeah.
If they had Dak, would you say 9 and 7?
Probably.
Okay. I'll go 7 and 9.
Okay. Bet.
Like
so we're setting the over-under at 7.5 then. Draft dudes bet. What were our other bets? We had a couple. We had Giants, Washington.
What do we have? I don't have any wins. The Giants have 0. And Washington has 1, right?
Good catch.
Yeah, do we have another one? I think that was it.
I think we do, but I don't remember what it was. But our producers are going to have to look it up after the show. Clinton Sims says Eric Stokes Jr. goes in the first round.
Love this take. I'm impressed with Stokes, man. Watched both the Auburn and the Tennessee game. I think he's unbelievable. He's really sticky. He's got really good hips, good ball skills. He makes plays on the ball. He did that last year too. Tackles. I mean, I think he's in a lot of ways what you're looking for in a first-round corner. Look at the numbers earlier today. I think he's been targeted 9 times in coverage. He's given up 2 completions, 2 pass breakups, and a pick. He's playing good ball, man. I like it. I like that take.
Take Sam Darnold will be the starting quarterback for the Steelers week 1 in 2021, and Le'Veon Bell will be traded to the Bears before the deadline this year to take Tariq Cohen's place.
Why do I feel like Darnold's going to the Colts?
Because their fates have always been intertwined because the Jets traded with the Colts to get him in the first place.
Right. I just feel like he's going to the Colts. Is Ben, we don't think he's going to be their guy next year? Okay, I grant you your timeout request.
What an all-time coup for the Colts.
Right.
The Colts trade back 3 spots if this happens, get Quentin Nelson for 3 2s. They wait a couple years and they say, hey, New York, you want one of your 2s back? We'll take Sam Darnold now.
And watch him be good with Frank Reich.
Right.
I bet he is.
He'd be great.
I bet he would be. Yeah.
He'd be great.
If you're the Colts, go get Sam. Save Sam. Chris Ballard.
Save Sam.
Start the campaigns.
Print the shirts.
Print the shirts. We need you, Chris Ballard.
There was a trade. Christian McCaffrey. Here you go. Eli. The Panthers should 100% trade Christian McCaffrey and ride Mike Davis.
I said the Panthers should trade Christian McCaffrey last offseason.
It's true. He did. I was here. I heard it.
and I wrote it's in print too. So yeah.
What do you get for Christian now on this deal? Forget the fact that he's hurt, because like he'll be back sooner rather than later. But
every time we talk about running back trades, the only like big one that I can think of is Marshawn Lynch to Seattle.
Ricky Williams, brother.
What was that deal?
The Dolphins?
What'd they give up for that deal?
Oh, hold on. My producer pulled. I know it was like at least a 1 and a conditional pick that ended up being, I think, a 2.
Okay, and that was in like 2004?
2002. 2002.
Okay, so, and the Lynch deal was like in 2010. I mean, nothing has been recent with trades for running backs, man. Oh, Trent Richardson, Andrew Blake is putting this in the comments here.
Oh, good call.
Trent Richardson and Ryan Grigson. Pour one out. He gave up a 1 for Trent Richardson. So if he goes for a 1, McCaffrey does too, right?
You would think so. Okay. Dolphins gave the Saints their first-round pick in 2002, swapped fourth-round selections in 2002, and sent a conditional third in 2003 that became a first-round pick after Ricky rushed for 1,800 yards and won the rushing title in his first year in Miami. Yeah. So 2 1s and swap of 4s for Ricky.
So you're giving up like a 1 and something else too.
A 1 and a 3.
Yeah. Who's doing that?
No one.
No smart team would do that. But the Panthers should have done it last year.
CMC to New England. Andrew Blake wants to see him go to reunite with Cam.
No, let's not do that.
Let's not.
They're not giving up a 1 and a 3 for him, or would
they? Who was in here? Were they premium slacker in the chat trying to say the Patriots were going to trade up for Waddle? Was that last week?
I saw it somewhere. Yeah.
I think it's in the premium Slack.
Maybe it was on this podcast. I don't remember.
That ain't going to happen. We had the conversation that we said that's not going to happen.
Right. No.
Oh, Josh, we thought GMs were scared of monster running back contracts, and then they gave out like 5 of them this offseason.
So Mixon and Cook and McCaffrey and
Jared wants this take
Kamara.
So bad. He wants this take read desperately.
All right, I'll read it to you. This is Jared Feinberg, J-Rod Scout, Panthers fan, Clemson fan, my dude. He said Zach Wilson is in contention for 2021 QB4.
So Zach Wilson, if you haven't seen him, he's the BYU quarterback. Joe, tell everybody what happened this weekend.
I'm trying to watch SEC football games, Georgia and Tennessee, and Kyle's sending me text messages. You watching BYU, UTEP? I'm like, no, Kyle, I'm not watching BYU and UTEP.
But how are the plays I sent you?
They were very beautiful. Kyle made sure that I got to see the best plays of Zach Wilson.
Which
hold on, before you go any further, which are welcome upgrades from the TikTok videos Kyle sends me on my text messages, which I open them and I'm just like, Kyle, like, why? I don't know why those entertain you. And they entertain you so much. You're like, you know what? I got to make sure Joe gets his eyes on this.
I don't even have an account on TikTok. I just have the app on my phone. So every time I log in, it's like a random smorgasbord of like the random like trending videos. And the ones that just like are like these weird oddities are the ones that I'm like, that's the one I have to waste 30 seconds of Joe's time with, because I giggle like incessantly.
And I sit there and I'm like, oh, and I say it to my wife, Kyle sent me a TikTok, and I go,
it's just like all the other ones.
Like, why'd he send me that?
Did you see the one today, the guy getting chased by the mountain lion?
Yes, I did.
Walking down, I think Rex Chapman tweeted it out.
Stalking, it was like a cougar or something.
Yeah, he was
out. Same thing.
It was out in Provo running on the trail and came up on a mountain lion with its cubs. And the cubs turned around, made a beeline to the woods, and the cougar was in the middle of the trail. BYU Cougars.
Right. Definitely on topic here. Yeah.
There's the transition. We're at the end of the show anyway. And this dude literally walked backwards for what? It was 6 minutes. It was probably half a mile. Walking backwards as this cougar is like staring him down. Probably, what would you say, 15 feet away? 20 feet away?
Too close.
Way too close for comfort.
Now, Kyle, Eagle Scout that you are, can you tell
Yeah.
us on what we should do in this situation if we're at a trail and we're confronted by cougar?
I think he did an okay job. You know, they always taught us with bears, make noise and get big. But
Yo bear, yo bear.
yo bear. They didn't really cover mountain lions.
Okay.
Because they're typically when you see them, it's too late. Like just on top.
How big are mountain lions?
Large. Have your producer pull up the average weight of an adult full-grown mountain lion.
Okay, here it is. 120 to 220 pounds.
Yeah.
It's good size.
Now imagine that thing with claws.
Pretty healthy claws,
and
I'm
it's
sure.
Pissed off. I get torn to shreds by my cat, and my cat's front claws are declawed.
Yeah, because cats are generally assholes.
Now take that and expand it. My cats are 12 pounds.
So like 15 times the size of your cat.
15 pounds. 12 and 15 pounds the size of my two cats. So take those two and multiply them by 15. And that's the size of a full-grown mountain lion. Gives you a little bit more perspective when the 10,000 rats scenario rolls around.
I still want my 10,000 rats.
You're so stupid.
Oh, give me the rats.
No, we're done.
10,000 rats.
We're done here. Kyle Krabs, Joe Marino, Draft Dudes Podcast, Takes on Takes Live. Fun as always. Pre-gaming, Monday Night Football, YouTube, the Draft Network. Make sure you come back and see us if you missed the live stream. We had a really healthy audience this entire time. The comment section was buzzing. And final fact, Luke, I don't know if this is fact-checked or not, but you're going to have to look it up for yourself, says mountain lions can run up to 50 miles per hour. So don't mess with mountain lion. Just protect your vitals, tuck your chin, cover your stomach. That's the best you could do. Kyle Krabs, Joe Marino, thanks for watching Draft Dudes Podcast.